Hey there, you're watching Amitha Verma. One of my favorite things to say and one of my biggest design hacks is there is nothing more transformative than paint. I will confess, I used to really hate making over furniture until after I opened my shop and I would hear clients ask me, how can I make over the furniture that I have to look like all of the beautiful things in your shop? And I thought, I need to take what I know about paint and antiques and created a product that helps people make over things that you may already have or find along the way. So today I wanted to share with you some of my absolute favorite chalk paint projects and show you just how beautiful and transformative it can be. Now this week I have an amazing gift for you. This is a tool that you are going to use for a long time and I don't want you to miss it. So make sure that you stay all the way until the end so you can grab this very special offer. I'll never forget one of the first pieces of furniture that we brought into our home. Now hubby and I had just finished renovating this house and we pretty much had blown the budget by quite a lot. And so furniture was not a top priority on the list. So one of the first projects that I tackled was this very beautiful buffet with all these gorgeous carvings and scrolls that I knew would be a beautiful candidate for a chalky paint makeover. I used a combination of French gray, Chantilly white, some of our antiquing glaze in brown with about a medium level of distressing to add a lot of character and warmth to this already old piece. And I remember distinctly the feeling of bringing that piece in, and it was instantly so warm and made the room feel cozy and so welcoming. Now my next favorite chalk finish paint makeover are these French country dining chairs. When I first got them, they were in a natural wood, which of course is beautiful, but I really wanted to take it up a notch and do something very unique. So I decided to go for this French gray color all over the chair. And here you can see I kept the finish simple. There's no antiquing glaze, there's no distressing, because I then added on this silk cushion covering with this little tie back detail. And this chair paired with the buffet and the dining table all together felt beautiful and didn't feel like I needed to add more. But of course, I love it so much, I couldn't wait to do another makeover in my bedroom. I spotted this nightstand, or it's really called a commode in France. Not the commode you're thinking of, but a chest of drawers. We love using these as nightstands in our bedrooms because they're this great size to give us a good surface area, and the height pairs really well with our bed. So I knew this was the perfect candidate, but the colors didn't go with my room. So that was the inspiration as to how I finished this particular nightstand. Again, I leaned into one of my favorite colors, French gray, but in this case, I mixed a little bit of Belgian blue, and then on the details finished them with Chantilly white, and then used a clear sealer, our brown antiquing glaze, and a little bit of distressing. Now, whenever I have a piece like this with lots of details and raised carvings, I use those as my cue as to where I can go in and maybe add a second or a third color to really add some contrast and highlights. Now you may recall in our bedroom, I have a very beautiful antique secretary that I'm absolutely in love with. And on an antiquing trip, I stumbled across another secretary that was similar in shape and size, but in actually very bad condition. I knew that I could take inspiration from the secretary in my room, and this would be the perfect little workstation to give a beautiful chalky finish paint makeover on. On this secretary, I used a base color of French gray all over the desk. Then I went back and added a second color of Chantilly white in all of the details and the carvings. And then I actually went back and added a third color of Provence blue to add a little bit of more dimension and color to this secretary. I sealed it with our clear sealer and then added a little bit of the gray antiquing glaze just to keep the color palette calm and soothing. Now, one of my absolute favorite chalk finish paint makeovers of all time, wait for it, no I'm kidding, I won't make you wait, is this beautiful vintage cane back sofa. This is one of the pieces I stumbled upon when antiquing, and it's one of those pieces that I know people would probably walk past 1,000 times thinking it looked maybe like a piece of junk, but I saw the diamond in the rough. the rough diamond, as my mother-in-law calls it. I grabbed this and I took it home, and I instantly knew Belgian blue was the color for this beautiful caneback sofa, and then proceeded to paint the entire sofa Belgian blue. I kept it to my simple 3-step process, the second step being to apply my clear sealer, and then the third step where I applied a little bit of the brown antiquing glaze, because I love how beautifully that pairs with the Belgian blue. And voila, you can see why it is such a beautiful makeover. Speaking of sofas, did you know that you can paint your fabric with our chalk finish paint? Yes, you can, and a few years ago, one of our team members decided to try this out on all of her dining chairs, and the fabric was actually very soft and flexible, and something that was comfortable for their family to continue to use in their dining room. Now, you can paint your fabric just like I teach you how to paint your furniture. Keep in mind, whatever the texture of your fabric is, that will still show through in your paint. So if you've got a really nubby texture, you'll still be able to see and appreciate that. If you've got something a lot finer in its knit weave, like a cotton or linen, you'll be able to see that as well. I want you to head over to my website where you can sign up to receive a free downloadable workbook that explains to you every single step to follow. It's a great resource that my team and I have loved putting together and share with you, so we can take all the information and all the gifts and talents that we have in our minds and share them with you, so you can achieve the dreams and desires that you have for your home. If you love this type of content, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. That helps me know to line up more of these great topics for you. Then when you're done, hit the subscribe or the follow button, and then be sure to ring the bell so you don't miss another one of our inspiring episodes. After that, head over to my website where this week you can sign up to receive your design newsletter along with your 3-step guide to having the furniture makeover of your dreams. Till the next time we meet, keep using your amazing design gifts to create heart in your home. Whisper. Oh. Now, on this particular piece, and went back and I'm gonna have to look at that picture now. I can't even remember. I feel like I did it in Jamboard Gray. Hey, Devu, I don't want to lie. Will you bring me my phone? Now, one of my absolute favorite chalk finish paint makers of Makeovers.